If you're subjected to or witness discrimination or sexual harassment in your workplace, do you know how to report it? There's a lot of confusion about what to do and how to present it so that you're heard. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to report that kind of infraction in your workplace so that it is also investigated and taken seriously. I'm Nancy Schick of Third Ear Conflict Resolution. I'm a New York employment attorney and global workplace mediator. I've also worked in human resources and in the compliance and diversity office at a local college. I've been in higher education and I've worked with a lot of corporations. I see some of the errors that are made on both sides. Obviously, as a mediator, I see that and I ultimately find that we just need to bring the conversations together. It starts with when you're reporting misconduct as serious as this, you definitely want to make sure that it's heard at the level of seriousness. But how do you do that? I'm guessing you probably at some point in your education have had to do the who, what, when, where, etc., right? That's what we're talking about. But it's more detailed than you might think. It's not going in and demanding this person should be fired. This is what you should do. You already have the conclusion. What you want to do is open the conversation that requires them to investigate. If you go in with demands, a lot of times people shut down, they go on the defensive. And if you're going in to talk to a supervisor, human resources, someone that's representing the corporation or the employer, there's a certain degree of defensiveness that comes, you have to overcome that. I know that sounds like, wait, you're putting the burden back on me. But the reality is, the way you deliver information will make a difference. When you're saying who, you want to be specific. I see people get into a situation where they're trying to be diplomatic and they want to maybe protect some people, but not others, and you just have to give the facts. You tell them what happened, when it happened. And when we're talking about when, it's specifically, it was, I think it was a Monday, it was late in the afternoon. You don't have to have the exact time, but those details are very important. Talk about where you were in the building. Was it on Zoom? Was it something along those lines? Being able to give those details increases the credibility. Who else was around? Were there witnesses? We're talking about helping lay out the evidence. So again, they hear, wow, this sounds pretty serious and I need to investigate. A lot of employees don't know how to do that, and they do go in with the demands and the expectations, and then people shut down. And I end up a lot of times handing those cases over for litigation. That's not something the employer or the employee typically wants. If you need assistance in putting your story together so that it is heard and you can file a formal complaint in your workplace, I do these by flat fee. I'll put a link in the notes to the video. I welcome the opportunity to work with you so that your situation is investigated and addressed in your workplace without you having to leave and sue. In the meantime, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to keep doing videos like this and keep listening, of course, with your third ear for the hurt you can heal.